What the model is?
The tractor? It's a 12-20.
And the color.
Battleship gray. Great.
Okay, and body type?
Tractor. Thank you.
Would you like me to bring anything back, or
Okay,
you probably got about everything you need? You probably.
I don't know why anybody would. Of course, coffee always tastes good in the morning, but as hot as it's going to be. Went through that house down there. Brought back a lot of memories because I went through a lot of that era.
Oh, yes.
Now they have a loom down there too. I see a weaving loom. I used to weave. In fact, I have a weaving loom sitting on my back porch right now. Hopefully somebody will buy it because I can't weave anymore. There, we're ready to roll. This is more or less to accommodate the bus drivers or whoever is down here. And we do this every year. We don't make any money, but we enjoy doing it.
Well, that's what counts.
Yeah, we enjoy doing it for the people, and we meet lovely people down here.
I want to make sure of course this was closed up anyhow. We want to throw some in here eventually. Yeah, breakfast,
And
another
charcoal.
coffee. We're going to figure out how we're going to, when he wants to start that fire, I guess is the major thing, because we're going to have to make sure that that thing is going to fit and get that thing going.
Okay.
Now, do we have another plug for that one?
Steph called, please. Oh, what did she want you to call her? Okay, I do not have other
Okay.
extension cords, but we can get that.
Yeah, we need another extension or another plug that we can hook into here, a multi-plug
Yeah, and
to
one.
run off directly to here and keep this one going on to that. Coming off the same takeoff.
Okay, I'll...
Started last night with this?
Yeah, started the fire pit last night to get a nice hot bed of coals. And then we got in 6 o'clock this morning and started it back up, get a nice big roaring fire going, and then set everything up. And we'll just let it get down to a hot bed, put the pig back on, start the fires on the side, and just keep pushing in. We've got 2 hams going on the other barbecue grill.
Sounds good.
Yep, ought to be fun. Right there.
What are you racking them already?
You're darn right. Well, let's get the thing on there.
We gotta have something.
Hi, Barb. Is there going to be a
I started the-
breakfast train this morning?
I started the coffee, and Well, you got 2 today.
Hadn't been selling much, let me tell you. Pat, you cannot use the stove.
Cannot use the stove.
Cannot use the stove. The raisin day, it's by 10:30.
Who's running today?
Usual,
Good day, sir.
Yes, my name is Nathaniel Parker Willis. I'm a writer for the Home Journal. I don't know if you've had a chance to read any of my work or not. They just don't feel that that's the place for women should be. That politics is a very dirty, dangerous business, and this would corrupt the influences that women have in society, improve the morale of the entire society that we have. But you are not of that opinion.
I am not of that opinion. Don't use it up because it was such a terrible reaction against me. I wore it for a while, especially when I was raising my small children that were growing inside me. It was very sensitive. But you know, women were arrested on the streets wearing those. Wearing I was wearing one, you know, wearing it wasn't actually worn. Much like this gentleman, she was dressed in I mean, I legitimately have talked against women. I'm glad that
Well, that was necessarily white sporting action.
Oh, here, what do you think? Is he educable? I say we give him a chance. And are you traveling on this trip?
I do plan
Is that okay? Then perhaps we might have a chance to educate him. Now this is a gentleman who I think, do you see this? He is wearing a shirt that carries my words on it. What an unusual...
Declaration of sentiment?
What an added what he had failed to achieve. There were some who found it neither humorous nor true. But I see that he...
Ms. Stanton, my name is Michael Lynch. It's very nice to meet you.
This is a gentleman that you perhaps might find some enlightenment from. This is a man who has been converted to the cause, I believe.
As you're probably aware, Melba Lockman lived in our fair village for 3 to 5 years, I believe. In the early 60s, she was 1860s then. She was a headmistress, is that proper term? Headmistress of the Owego Ladies Seminary. And after that point, I guess right around the Civil War, she moved to Washington.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Iowa Scenic Train Ride out of northbound. Welcome to the train. Go to the open air car and that. And me. All aboard!
She could be president, don't you think?
I think she'll want to be. If not, she will definitely work towards taking a prominent position for women's rights.
Well, good. And it's
Mrs. Stanton.
well, are we ready to board then?
We are ready to board.
That one lady.
And this is the reason we need dress reform. Because we haven't enough
Not personally, but for my cause. And I hope that the gentleman heard all that applause and knows that even though his mind may not have been made up yet, that many of them on this train have been made up in the right direction. And by the time we reach our destination, it may be that just by inhaling the air, the clear and knowledgeable and well-reasoned air on this compartment, he will have found the truth.
I do admire the resolution which your groups that are promoting women's suffrage have and your arguments and reasoning for it, but I still do not feel I can fully support that particular part of the political agenda. I'm sorry.
We have enough time to convince you on the way. In the process of conversion, along with several women. May the conversion begin. Whether women should enter into that realm. The problem is why men should. This is a problem of purity that men clearly must clean up themselves. It was Mrs. Maud, I believe, who said that one can judge the depth of subjugation by the willingness of the slave to accept his position. Those women who speak out against suffrage, or any of their rights for that matter, are simply proving and showing in the saddest of all possible ways the degree to which they suffer the oppression. We are ruled by our brothers, our husbands, our fathers, and our sons. It is not that we are asking for a right when we demand a ballot. We are we go to the polls and vote. Even though we are arrested, it is the government that is the lawbreaker, because the government is denying us rights which we already have.
I would have to agree with that statement.
And do you believe then, how is consent given?
By those determined to have the right to that.
Okay, is there any other manner in which consent can be given other than the ballot?
It does not have to necessarily be the ballot.
But can an individual give their consent to the government, a citizen of a republic, give their consent in any other way? If, for example, someone is denied the right to the ballot, if, for example, sir, someone says, you have clearly violated the will of God because you appear to have marred the corners of your beard. And the Bible clearly says that men shall not mar the corners of their beard. And petition Congress for a relief of their political disabilities, and even one convicted of a felony, even one convicted of treason, can regain the right to vote in the republic. So yes, sir, there are restrictions on criminals, but those restrictions may be lifted. The same with lunatics. If one can prove their sanity, if one can prove that they can read, then they may have their right to vote reinstated, provided one is a man.
As far as whether I can change my viewpoint as to whether suffrage is something that should be of a universal quality. I will grant you that.
Logic, sir, is something that does not often need a great deal of time to create itself. It is not like the birth of a child that requires 9 months. Oftentimes I have found that men will allow their feet and their arms and their hands and their mouths to take a much longer time than their minds have taken.
See, personally, I think if that guy would wear a shirt like that, he'd be a lot more liberal.
There's a horse in the house.
What's that?
This is Newark County,
I think so. You see
seems like an intelligent and reasonable
Of a
man.
conservative nature, however.
Of a conservative nature, but even conservatives have on occasion been known to reason. Rarely, but on occasion. We'll be debating all the That was a delightful ride. All right. Again, thank you. And it's hot here.
2 o'clock or 4 o'clock?
Northwesty.
Special. And if you're having problems with the power mower, you won't have to go out and buy a goat. At Wickham Sons, we have just about everything you need to keep your power mower or rototiller running. And if you're looking for something special and don't see it in our store, ask us.
They say you gotta get one for the bird doctor.
Here's another WHWK music sample.
Stop, so I'm not sure where the end of the traffic is.
Mustang. What a beautiful car. That's all you kids that play the fire trucks going out and down. See the big hand, everybody.
To do what we left wanting.
I live like 2 blocks from here. Right, at 2:30. It's only 10 to 1, so I'm not sure what's happening. I shouldn't walk anymore. I have to move on this spot. Because,
I bet you are too.
Ah, this is beautiful underneath the tree. Thank you.
That garage is standing. Your bulldozer.
good boy, good Courtney.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. Oh, look at that thing go through the thing. Yeah, squirrel. Oh, yeah. Like,
Oh, Kim, before you leave, Kim, you want to give me some kind of instructions as to what to do if the house inspector ever decides to show up?
Green. You get to choose this or the pen.
The pen.
What color pen? Blue one? Okay.
I did for you.
That looks like it's a good blue one.
You know what pen it is?
You know how they work?
Eric, do you know what pen it is?
There's your pen, see it?
Cool.
Cool. Thank you.
I lost.
did Nicole want to bring?
You lost?
No, not a car. That's a $68,000 car. We did not know, $68,000 car in Newark Valley Parade.
Stuff out there on the wire. Now, by just getting the number out there, they won't. The name's right on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? I'd like to welcome you to Depot Days. I'd like to welcome all of you. I'd like to welcome all of you that have come from different parts of Cuyahoga County. We'd like to welcome all of you who have traveled here from some distance to be with us this afternoon. Our special focus for this year's Depot Days concerns a group of individuals in Seneca Falls some years ago who decided that the status of women in this country was inferior and could no longer be tolerated. To that end, they drafted a series of resolutions. One of the individuals who drafted the resolutions and who also organized the convention itself is with us this afternoon. It is my honor and privilege to introduce Elizabeth Katie Stanton.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for allowing me this opportunity to put forth the cause of women's rights. I converted this gentleman this morning, and so I warn all of you men who are certain of your ways and entrenched in your positions that if you stay in this room, you too may be enlightened. When I first presented that resolution,